Hello everyone, and welcome back to Amateur Hour Projects. Today we're going to look at... I probably shouldn't throw that. Going to continue the ECTO-1 Ghostbusters car. If you haven't seen the first video, I'll go ahead and link it. Let's go ahead and get started on the next section, shall we? So as we open up the package number 4 here and adjust the camera, good job. I really enjoy getting back into this one. Like I said in the last one, Legos are always a big favorite toy of mine. Used to love getting the Lego packs when I was little. Seemed like that there were less models and actual kits to do when I was younger, and then there aren't these days. Everything has to come in a kit, but it used to be just packets of Legos and maybe some suggestions on what to build and how to build them. So this section is going to be all about the side paneling, doors, some of the gadgets, and steering for the vehicle. Now the doors here are pretty much all going to be roughly the same, but it's still pretty neat how they come together. I think this is the only door that doesn't actually open. So I think that this part is very neat, how it all comes together and interacts. This turns out to be the steering column. And you can see a little brake pad down there and shifter at the top. There's the steering wheel. And it actually works. I was so impressed by that. I always find it so neat the way that the official builders find ways to make things move and interact and just connect to each other. It's always usually a good time when you make these things. Let's see, now we're doing some of the side paneling, a little bit of back end there. Now these pieces are pretty neat. I'm building a chair here, and it connects to this pole, and I don't realize it until I'm already done recording, but this whole thing slides downwards from left to right here. Yeah, I didn't notice it until way later, but it slides along that entire track all the way down. I guess we'll find out what that does later on. A little bit of housing just to cover it up, keep it in there. And this, yes, this is one of the electronics in the back, electronic consoles. Gotta get it on there the right way. Okay, section 5 here is pretty much all doors. All doors all the time. Now, I'd mentioned it in the last video, but I had no idea what I was building at any time until I had completed it and set it into the vehicle there. So this is just like another one of those, oh, this has a little lever on it, or a moving part. I don't know what any of this is. Just when you get into the zone, you just don't really pay attention, you know? A lot of these pieces look similar, but they're just slightly different shapes. So if it's obvious what piece I should get to you, it's not always obvious to me. Any major pauses are me just trying to figure out where the actual piece is. And more stickers. Of course, anytime you put a moving part onto the Lego build, you always have to move it a few times just to, you know, enjoy yourself, essentially. Gotta make sure it works properly. I could not figure out how to get that on there. There we go, looks like I finally figured it out. Here we go. Iconic door. Little ghost symbol. The no ghosts. I was very confused on how this one fit together, because it's not easy to see here, but it's only connected on like one single peg. I didn't think that was very strong, but it turns out that it's all right. The hinges there have two separate connectors to it, so it's a little stronger than it looks. There I am playing with it, trying to figure out how it works. And you gotta play with it some more. Everything has to work. That's my excuse. And this is essentially the exact same thing, but on the other side. Something I did notice here, I'm not sure if you did either, but they have color-coded each side. One side is red, one side is green. I wasn't paying attention until just now, but I do notice that. Now, I don't believe that that has any significance with the build at all. It's just kind of a way of knowing which side you're on. Or it was a easier thing for people to follow along with while they built it. Not sure. There we go, the other door. Alright, section 6 is going to be mostly knickknacks. Little bits of electronics, and the back end. A little bit more of the back end. Can't find that part. Oh, it was all the way on the other side. Tiny individual pieces. Alright, and this turns out to be another set of electronics. And the back. They are kind of mobile. I can flip up and down a little bit. More electronics and gear. My fiddling there is to make sure that everything is pointing straight. Those single pieces like to move around. here's another chair. And it just sits there. As chairs should do, but several of the chairs are mobile in this one. What are we doing now? Looks to be the back end there. These pieces, I think, are pretty neat. The way that they look. So this turns into some more of the rear lights. I thought it was pretty cool how they sat in the back there. Pretty neat. They just sit in there and then they fold over. Just build on top of them. Okay, so that's another section done. We did a couple of really cool things this time, such as steering wheel and steering column. I think that's pretty cool. These doors, and a few of the knickknacks in the back. A little bit more of the rear end and some of this electronics here. I think that's really cool. So that's what we got so far. If you like that, go ahead and like it. Leave a comment if you have anything in particular to say about it. And we'll see you in the next one. Subscribe if you want to see the next one and get notified about it. And I appreciate, as always, you coming and joining me. So we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.